Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop thinking? Today's story will help you understand how to find peace. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Marco. Marco was very restless. His mind was always full of thoughts. All day long, different thoughts came and went, making him feel uneasy and tired. He often felt sad about his past and worried a lot about the future. Because of these thoughts, his mind was like a storm. He couldn't feel calm, couldn't sleep well, and had even forgotten how to smile. One day, Marco heard about a faraway village in the hills. People said a wise old man lived there, who had once been a famous psychologist in the city. He had helped many people and taught them how to find peace in their minds. Now old, he had left the busy city life and started living in a quiet village close to nature. Sometimes he gave advice to visitors. Marco became curious and hopeful. He decided to go and meet the old man, thinking that maybe he could help him find peace. After many days of a long and tiring journey, Marco finally reached the village in the hills. When he arrived, he saw a small house covered with greenery. On the porch, the old man was sitting quietly with his eyes closed, looking very peaceful. Marco walked up to him and said softly, "Grandfather, my mind is very restless. I cannot stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and gave a calm smile. He said, "If you are looking for peace, come with me. I will give you a small task." He took Marco to his yard, filled a glass completely with water, and handed it to him. The glass was so full that even a small shake could make the water spill. The old man said, "Walk from here to the edge of the village and come back. But remember, you must not spill even a single drop of water." Marco accepted the challenge. He held the glass carefully and started walking. The road was narrow and busy. People were walking, some were running, shopkeepers were calling out to customers, and dogs were barking. But Marco did not look around. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass. He walked slowly and carefully, step by step. Finally, he returned without spilling a single drop. The old man smiled and asked, "Did you see the children playing on the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Marco replied, "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was only focused on the glass." The old man smiled gently and said, "That is the secret. When your mind stays in the present moment, there is no space for fear, confusion, or unnecessary thoughts. You were only thinking about the water in the glass, and your mind became completely quiet." Marco began to understand. He realized that peace is not something we find outside. It is already within us when we live in the present moment. He bowed his head and said softly, "Grandfather, now I understand. If I want to calm my mind, I must keep it in the present moment." The old man smiled again. The sun was setting and birds were flying back to their nests. Marco walked back home. But he was no longer the same restless young man. He had changed. He felt peaceful inside because now he knew how to calm his mind. If this story helped you, comment peace below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more meaningful stories. See you in the next video.